Hey, how's it going, everybody? So it is a beautiful sunny day today, coastal Maine. Now, today specifically, because I'm probably taking advantage of the weather a little bit, I'm going to run the car through the car wash. Now, I get this question a lot, and it's not unfounded, and it's not as strange or odd as it would seem it to be. Oh my God. People ask all the time, like, how do you wash the car? How should I wash the car? I got a brand new Tesla and I don't want to ruin the paint. I don't want to ruin it. And we'll talk about that in a minute, why people are concerned about it. But I want to show you just how I typically do it. There's a couple of ways, but this is one of them for sure. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching The Tall Tesla Guy. Like I said, it's washing the car. Now, I have had our Tesla for 2 years. I call it 2 years because we had two of them. The first one for about a year. We sold it, taking advantage of the resale market, and then we got our second one, the one we have right now. It's a Tesla Model Y Long Range Edition, and it's got all the bells and whistles that you imagine. Everything is super neat on it. But one thing Tesla was not known for, especially in the beginning or the early phases of any of their car launches, Tesla Model Y is not excluded here, is the quality. There were quality issues. People talk about panel gaps. They talk about paint defects, missing paint. They talk about areas where they just had problems and Tesla couldn't seem to wrap around it. Part of Tesla's manufacturing process is a scale mass-produced product that is basically quick and quickly assembled to encompass the technology of the car. Elon talked about how Tesla is sort of a technology company that happens to sell a car. So I would say that they were through and through 100% falling into that kind of that mode or that thought process. And what happened was it created products that didn't have the quality that people were looking for, especially based on how expensive the vehicle is. You're looking at a vehicle that's close to $60,000 and you would get it and have bubbles in the paint. You'd have panels that were missing paint, mismatched panels if you got white. The gaps for sure. Area, you know, there's a singular video of the panoramic glass roof flying off. Well, stuff like that came into play because they were trying to produce this stuff so quickly, and until they got to the point where they had finally tooled their manufacturer process, which according to Elon was once you get past 10,000, 15,000 cars, and that's when you start to see all of these issues kind of ironed out. Now, I'm not going to say that there isn't a single issue in the car, but I can say that it is night and day the difference between our first one, which we had, it was about a 30,000 VIN number, and it was a few months after the Model Y had launched, to the one we have now, which is well past that, and it's a couple years into their manufacturing process. So I will say that the doors all lined up. There weren't any gaps between them, and I didn't have any paint issues or defects that I found, at least in the beginning, with this vehicle. It's not just a Tesla problem. It's pronounced in the news as a Tesla problem because it's an easy article to run with. And unfortunately, Tesla doesn't have a PR department. There's no response to that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, the excitement around Tesla is so great with the vehicles that every time there was a problem, it came into light. So when I bought it, I was more nervous originally about it. I came in with the checklist. By the time I got this one, I didn't worry about it. In fact, it was delivered to my house, like I showed you guys in a previous video, and I didn't have any problems or issues. So I will say that over the 2-year period, Tesla finally honed that process. They've gotten so much better with it, and it's not nearly an issue as it was. So this goes back to the car wash, which is what we're doing today. I have from Chemical Brothers a home foaming car wash, a touch-free car wash that does okay, right? So it does okay. In my mind, though, I expected the touch-free car wash to spray the foam on it and then magically make all the dirt and everything disappear from it. And then when I rinse it off, it's done. Well, it did not happen like that. Now, I don't do the scrubbers. I don't do the ones where they have the things that spin and scrub your car. I have seen vehicles that go through that, not just Teslas, but Tesla specifically, because that's what I'm looking at, where you'll see these fine scratch marks in the sides of the car. You didn't want to deal with anything like that. So when I had a membership at the car wash, which also sounds odd, but it was an important thing to do, I made sure to get the touch-free one, and I do the touch-free car wash. Now, I live in the Northeast now. They go crazy bananas with salt on the road. We get harsh winters. I live near the ocean now, and you have salt that's constantly kind of trying to break down your vehicle and make it rust and all this sort of thing. So getting a car wash is more important than ever, and it's less likely that I'm gonna be able to wash this in my driveway in a few months. I have a feeling it's gonna be cold and frozen and snowy, so I will not be doing that. I needed to have a solution, so I started doing the touch-free car wash, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So people ask me all the time, how do you wash the car? Or people wonder how you wash the car. Well, this is how I do it. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys at least the touch-free experience a little bit, and then we'll be able to go from there. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. I don't see any of those fine marks or any of those cuts or anything like that. And then it'll be interesting to see how it goes once we get closer to the winter months. So we're gonna drive in there and take a look at this. One thing you notice when you go through the car wash is that the car has, I have it in car wash mode, so when I get to the car wash, the geosynchronous location of the actual car wash, it folds the mirrors in, it turns off the windshield wipers, it gets it ready to go. So we are gonna go through, I guess the most important part of this car wash specifically is the undermount wash, because you get that salt that I was talking about with the roads, plus the ocean, it gets everything from underneath it. Does the tires pretty good. In a nutshell, that was it. I run through the touch-free car wash, I don't do the wax, and then I go from there. So, hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying it. I hope you guys get to enjoy a wonderful, beautiful, sunny day. If not, I hope you guys can put a smile on your face either way. So, thanks for tuning in every week, guys, and I really appreciate your support. So, stay safe out there. Thanks a lot, guys.